Hi, this is Steve Hogarth.
And Steve Rollery.
We're from Marillion, and you're listening to lxjovem. In fact, you're watching it. Hello.
Once again.
Hello again.
I see you have, the Portuguese 12-string guitar. Are you enjoying it so far?
I am actually. I'm trying to get my head around it because the tuning's very different to a conventional guitar. But yeah, it's got a beautiful sound.
I'm not really sure, but I think it's in G. It starts with a G.
Oh, it's G or C? I'm not sure. What was it? That's
G.
G. Right. Okay.
You have perfect pitch.
I have moments of perfect pitch.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know that was one of them.
I think if you're a musician for long enough, your pitch gets pretty good.
You're a singer, you're conscious of the highest notes you can sing.
Uh-huh.
So you kind of, all right, okay, that must be a C sharp. So you can kind of work it out that way.
So you can do in C sharp. So you could do in C sharp. Basically.
Oh, I can get well above that, mate.
Really? Such as? If we could.
I don't know, whatever that highest note is on Hocus Pocus, I managed to hit that. That's stupid. That's a high A, I think. That's the 2 A's above middle C. So that's in the gods. Yeah, only dogs can hear it.
And dogs.
Only dogs can sing it. Singing is about feeling and tone, really, as much as anything. I mean, even if you only sing 4 notes, Morrissey did quite well with 4 notes. Johnny Cash, in his later years, even in his earlier years, didn't have much of a range, but the feeling. So it's all about the feeling.
See it like a baby. Is it called to innocence, or use it just focusing on sleeping and eating and looking and holding and longing for mommy's lap, or something?
Oh God, I won't tell you what just flashed through my mind. No, I mean it is a call to innocence in a way. It's a call to deliberate innocence and try to remember what an amazing place the world is. The fact that the world is a miracle. And it's a little bit bizarre that people would walk past something like a tree, which is a complete miraculous work of genius, and going through the door and sit in front of a PlayStation all night. And that's how we are. I'm just trying to point out that that's bizarre. That the world is the most incredible place. Imagine you'd never seen a tree before. Imagine you'd never smelt coffee before. Imagine you'd never tasted vodka and tonic. Imagine, just try and get yourself back to not being used to any of it, so that you can really be thrilled at what it is to be alive.
You guys have a history of groundbreaking ideas, such as versus pre-ordering records, the Marillion Weekend 2005 DVD, in which the idea is for the person, the viewer, to be the actual audience. Do you guys have any new ideas coming up which aren't really a secret?
Nothing that's not a secret, no.
That's intense.
It's a struggle, I think, for artists to survive these days. So we're always trying to find new ways to reach our audience, to bond our audience, I suppose. I think it's a human nature that a certain amount of people or a certain sort of person will not have any qualms about copying CDs or downloading your latest album and not paying for it. But you have to have some people paying for it, otherwise you can't carry on. We've seen that in certain countries where CD sales have dropped, say in Holland, from 25,000 to 7,000 or 8,000. But there's still the same amount of people have your music. It's just only 1 in 3 have paid for it.
I saw a promo of an airline magazine, which was hilarious. How did that come about?
That was my idea, actually. Yeah.
And did you write any of the content? Because it's brilliant, you know, the goblins, watch out, warning goblins, or a vampire from space, or space vampires or something. It's really awesome.
That was written probably by Eric Nielsen, Colin, who worked for us, and probably by Carl Glover, the artist. He probably threw a few in as well. I think my idea was the sick bag.
What we were originally going to do
is a touch of class.
The idea was to have the playback party on board Concords. One of the Concords is up at Manchester Airport, and we're going to have the journalists come on board, each with the album on a little iPod shuffle, sit in there with the speakers on, with the headphones on, and have this in-flight magazine. Obviously have the lyrics in and all the tour dates and all the information and the funny stuff.
What sort of new music do you find to be exciting?
Nothing since Rufus Wainwright, really, for me. Rufus has managed to marry together sort of rock music and sort of music hall and vaudeville and all of those in a way that I hadn't really heard before. But since him, you know, and Jeff Buckley, but that was a while back as well. I haven't heard anything in the last couple of years that's knocked me aback. Really.
I mean, the first Damien Rice album, Blow's Daughter, I think that's a great record.
Hearing good things about this guy. Hearing good things about him.
Oh, he's Fonseca. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, I'm hearing good things about him, so I'm going to check this out.
Do you plan on continuing with H, and do you plan on continuing with the Wishing Tree as well?
Given the time, yeah. Marillion is a very hungry creature, and what happens most years is we have a meeting in January, and you know, we all agree that we'll take 2 months off in whenever, you know, August, September, and August comes and we're in the studio in August, and September, well, we've got this and that. So
no time to, you know, play the PlayStation and look at trees.
It's very hard. There's time to look at trees, but only as you drive past them at high speed. Everyone keeps saying, are you going to do another H album? And the answer's always yes.
Eventually.
but I thought that was going to be about 8 years ago.
I'm kind of pretty much through the second Wishing Tree album, probably about 3/4 of the way through, both the writing and recording, but it's finding time to do it. And so I don't have those 3 hours to do, so it's just like as many hours as I can spend doing it without getting divorced, really.
Yeah.